Hi po, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat and we're broadcasting live here in our headquarters in Bacolod City, the province of Negros Occidental in the Philippines. And we got this very important broadcast ongoing kasi po we just want to answer some of the questions that was communicated to us earlier regarding our policy on leadership sacrifice that was included in corporate document 007. So sa lahat po ng tagapakinig natin, if you were not able to check our Facebook account yet, you better do. It was uploaded in our Facebook group. Check lang po natin yung content ng post. But it was posted I think about I think it was around this was around 2 in the afternoon. Yung pangalan po ng announcement or the content of the announcement is about the CD007, and we call the title of this document as the leadership sacrifice. So as some of you may have known, isa po sa mga pressing problem natin ngayon sa sense is about discipline and commitment. And this is not a problem that tayo lang po yung nag-encounter. This is a problem among many organizations, in fact many companies. In my previous work life, I have been affiliated with 3 BPOs here in the city of Bacolod, and I can say that one of the major problems that Filipinos have in common is the lack of discipline and the lack of persistency. Add to that probably half commitment na binibigay ng mga tao pag binigyan mo sila ng task, which is very important and very relevant. So, I want to clear some things. Yung objective po ng CD007 or the leadership sacrifice is not to punish anyone, not to be cruel to anyone. Hindi po yung objective, hindi po ganyan yung objective niya. If you look at the bigger picture, yung objective po ng CD007, which talks about the sacrifice of leadership, is all about filtering the right people that should be in the organization. Alam niyo po kasi when we started offering the franchise, we thought all the while that this franchise should not be open to the public with the fear na baka we will be attracting the wrong people. And we were right. We were not able to attract the wrong people. Pero within our organization, within the people who grabbed the franchise, meron tayong mga counting issues na dapat nating i-resolve. Medyo urgent po kasi yung pag-setup ng franchise natin. As some of the managers may have attended our meeting about 3 days ago. Yung pinaka-important po kasi na hinahabol natin ngayon is the timeline. We attempted to operate yesterday, but with the lack of areas that can support our operations, we decided to shut down the website and wait for the right people to occupy the spots na kailangan natin. Kasi yung pinaka-fear namin is napakarami kasi mga franchise owners ang hindi nagpa-participate sa mga discussions natin. Karamihan sa kanila ay nasa scene zone lang ng ating mga chat room. Some of them are not even doesn't even take the effort to reach out and ask their subordinates on what's going on. And some of them doesn't participate at all. Even in text communications, they don't reply, etc., etc. It's as if they are expecting na once they have paid for the IDs, magiging okay na yung lahat. Pero naging habit po kasi namin dito sa company na we don't want to tolerate and we don't want to give false expectations sa mga tao. Even during the start, when we started offering the franchise, we did not promise anyone that he will become a millionaire immediately. In fact, binubugbog namin yung mga tao sa trainings, believing that it is only through proper foundation that we will be able to build a group of people that are oriented to the business and who knows what they're doing and what they're saying. So, hindi namin pinangarap na magkaroon tayo ng 44,000 franchise owners and all of them are ignorant about the business. I would rather have 10 people as franchise owners, but these 10 people knows everything about what they're saying and what they're talking about. So, yung pinaka-problema po natin, una sa lahat, are the members who are not participating. Some of them have paid the requirements for the IDs and for the certificates of franchise ownership. Pero I don't think that it is enough. I don't think that it's just enough that you pay for the franchise fee, even without understanding it, and worse, you are not participating about the setup of the franchise under you. Some may say na baka, napaka-harsh ng policy na to, it is unfair, etc., etc. Pero alam niyo po, I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way, that it is unfair, etc., and something. Why? Because in the first place, it was included in your contract. If you have been reading your contract closely, nasa last page po yan ng proposal na sinend sa inyo on your email, page 15 of 15. It is in section number 6, where it says, SENS reserves the right to revoke and remove the right for franchising upon violation of the following: selling of prohibited products, letter A. Letter B, customer abuse. Letter C, dishonest methodologies of selling. Letter D, mismanagement of the franchises under his direct control. So if you would see here, mismanagement is considered as an offense to actually revoke the franchise. And if yung mismanagement is considered as a mortal offense, speaking about SENS as a franchising opportunity, what more if wala kang na-set up na franchise? You did not only mismanage the franchise, in fact, you did not even bother to set up the franchise under you. So, paano naging unfair yung isang bagay na pinagkasunduan natin the first time we agreed to set up the franchises in SENS? Now, bakit po kami nag-require na at least merong 3 tao na dapat kayong ilagay before April 7, 2015. This is our way of filtering people. Alam niyo po kasi kailangan yung mga tao ngayon sa franchise natin, dapat lahat ng ito ma-filter. Lahat ng ito dapat nating ma-sort kung sino yung ready na humawak ng isang malaking responsibility and sino lang yung gustong magbenta na siya lang. We want to classify people into 2 categories. I understand na hindi lahat are capable or willing to take extra effort and become a franchise manager who handles a big territory. And we also understand that some people are better off working alone. So yung gagawin natin, if those people are active and willing to expand the business, then we will give them more benefit and we will give them the franchise territory that is due for them. Otherwise, if they don't take effort, if they don't initiate action, kung nandyan lang sila just to observe and to see what other people is doing, if they just want to be spectators and doesn't do anything, then we are better off classifying them as an independent business owner na sila na magbenta ng product nila individually, no pressure, no need to set up your own franchise. You just become an independent business owner. So, ganun lang. But of course, the benefit will differ. So, mas malaki yung benefit mo makuha ng franchise owner compared dun sa independent business owner. We just want to implement justice na syempre, kapag pinaghirapan mo yung isang bagay, malaki yung mababalik sa'yo na reward. And syempre, kapag ayaw mo nang mag-collaborate sa team and stuff like that, then we will give what is due to you. So, in other words, walang lugi sa'yo. Even if you don't refer 3 people by April 7, you can still avail the discount, pero we will remove you from the responsibility of leading our franchises across the territories of the Philippines. Kasi we don't want to compromise and we don't want to sacrifice. Alam niyo po kasi, sa dami ng mga issues na dapat nating i-resolve ngayon, malaki yung time that we spend in trying to motivate, in trying to communicate with our franchise managers who in the first place should be communicating back to us. They should feel the sense of urgency. Yung problem kasi ngayon is we spend so much time trying to reach out, trying to communicate to people na dapat, hindi naman tayo mga bata. Marami sa atin pinag-aralan, marami sa atin nakadaanan sa iba't ibang networking companies. Dapat alam na natin yung responsibility natin eh. Hindi yung tipo na i-remind pa tayo, i-check pa tayo every once in a while. Ganyan, walang call of action. Walang desire, walang drive to succeed, and we don't want that people to be part of the team. We're very strict because alam niyo yung fino-form natin is not just a company. We're forming a movement that can potentially affect the lives and make the lives of many people better. The lives of farmers, fishermen, ordinary entrepreneurs, business persons. Napakarami ng mga tao na pwedeng mag-benefit from the system that we are doing. And if we have the wrong people in place, we will not be able to achieve that dream. So mahirap yan. So rather, we would sacrifice by removing the people who should not be here, give them a business, make them free from the obligation and the accountability, and Sense will focus its effort on building the people and the team who wants to be here to help our group. So hindi po siya unfair, no? Just to clear the expectation to a lot of you, hindi siya unfair. In fact, it is bounded in our contract na dapat minamanage mo yung franchise at siniset up mo. That is a given obligation. This is a given obligation to everyone. So ngayon, ano yung mangyayari once April 7 arrives at walang mga franchise na nakaset up or yung iba ay kulang yung na-refer nila? Alam niyo po, hindi naman tayo rigid when it comes to considering available options. Alam niyo kung talagang willing kayo, even if the deadline is passed or pag past June yung deadline, if you want to continue being a franchise owner, parang feel nyo ready talaga kayo to participate in this vision of changing the consumer behavior of a lot of Filipinos. Kahit April 10 na, pag na-accomplish nyo, talk to us, and I'm pretty sure we can find room to negotiate para ipasok kayo at ilagay kayo sa mga areas na mag-vacant. Alam nyo kasi, I expect na there might be areas that will be vacant once April 7 arrives, and we will be giving them, or we will be rearranging the posts and the positions para mailagay natin yung mga tamang members at mga tamang tao sa tamang kinalalagyan nila. So this is not unfair. This is something we need to do. Otherwise, lahat tayo, we will not be able to move. We are only as good as our weakest link. So kung maraming weak sa team natin kasi they don't participate, they don't have the drive, dapat silang i-remove. I really don't want to see people having more excuses. Napakaraming excuse compared sa, mas marami pa yung excuse nila compared dun sa effort na pwede nilang ibigay sa team. Alam niyo po kasi, given na responsibility natin, na dapat meron kayong load. Unang-una sa lahat. Kasi paano naman kayo mag-communicate back sa customer kung wala kayong load? Diba? Given din na dapat, at least once in a while, check kayo sa Facebook. Given yan. Kasi online business tayo. Given yan na dapat nag-communicate back kayo sa team, pinanonood nyo yung trainings, and ginagawa nyo yung parte ninyo. So, fair yan. So, I don't want to build into you an impression na unfair yan or this is injustice, etc. Hindi. In fact, tulong namin sa inyo to eh. We don't want kasi na i-assume yung responsibility na okay, kunin ko yung buong Pilipinas or kunin ko yung buong Asia or kunin ko yung buong region na ganito o buong region na ganyan. Tapos, at the end of the day, pababayaan mo. Sinong mas maapektuhan? Yung company. Kami yun. Hindi naman ikaw eh. Kasi pag ayaw mo siyang galawin, Ano mangyayari sa business namin? Ano mangyayari sa mga tao na gustong umasenso gamit ang sistema? Wala. 'Di ba? Walang mangyayari sa kanila. Bakit? Kasi magiging stagnant yung region mo. Hindi sila magkakaroon ng focal point for the delivery of the orders. Magiging isolated sila compared to the rest of the regions. And we don't want that to happen. We want to saturate the entire country. That's why we want people to be filtered in. Ipapasok natin yung mga tao na tumutulong at gustong tumulong para sa system. If at some point, ayaw naman nila kasi maraming visit, maraming obligation, this and that, hindi naman natin pipilit ang lahat. Sa mga taong willing lang. If you're willing, you're going to find means. You're going to find way to invite 3 people to become franchise owners by April 7. Whether yung mga tao na yan will become franchise owners in your area or in your hometown, wherever it may be, so long as you get 3 people, we're fine with that. You have proven your worth to become a franchise owner na dapat bigyan ng territory. And mind you, I included myself in the challenge kasi I want to prove that it is possible. Yung requirement nyo nga lang 3 Yung requirement ko para sa sarili ko 6. And if I won't make it, I'll step down and let someone assume the post. Kasi I believe in word of honor. Once you commit, you commit. And once you commit, you do it well. Hindi kasi pwede sa atin dito na, kung kailan na kami maaalala, yun lang, or et cetera, You have to take this business seriously. Isipin nyo naman, unfair naman yan na marami mga tao yung nagbibigay ng extra effort, tapos marami naman yung hindi ma-reach out. May lapse ng leadership kasi yung iba hindi kinu-communicate back sa mga downlines nila yung mga bagay na dapat i-communicate pababa. So that's a big problem. And we're doing this to protect everyone. To protect the company, to protect ourselves, to protect the people who wants this business to work, and to protect those that are not willing to work. Alam niyo po kasi kapag nagtuloy-tuloy to at hindi namin ginawa ng paraan, 2 yung pwedeng mangyari. Number 1, pwede na lahat ng mga lazy na franchise owners will influence and will affect others to become lazy as well. Or, second, on our part, kami na active, we will lose the interest and we call it quits. So either way, it will take its toll on us and we don't want that to happen. So better yet, we will filter people, hindi sayang ang pera nila. Dahil if they can't take on the challenge, they're too afraid to take risks, they don't have the drive, they don't have the can-do and whatever it takes attitude that we want people to have, then there's no point in giving them an area that they can manage. We just give them the right for franchise. They can sell our product. We will not give them any area that they can manage. They can sell it wherever they want, whoever their customers may be, so that they will experience the freedom they want. No boundaries, no expectations, etc., etc. But for those who are willing to participate in the mission of building this organization and building this business empire, then I call on you the challenge. I know it's possible. In 1 month time, I was able to refer 33 people. I talked about 7 persons per week. So every day, 1 person. You have 4 days. And we only require 3. So posible talaga yan. So I advise you look at it in a more positive, in a more positive manner. Stop and quit being emotional. Your emotions will not take you anywhere. It will become a hindrance to your success. Quit being emotional. Learn how to do business wisely. Your emotions will not help you. Look at the business side. Kung kayo sa side namin, anong gagawin nyo? If you see more than half of the franchise owners inactive, not participating, unwilling, you see the barangay, the city franchises, the districts, nagtatanong sa corporate kasi walang support coming from top management, what would you feel? Right? I believe that we as business owners should be responsible. We're no longer kids. So kung kayo sa shoes namin, ano yung gagawin nyo? right? I think you will do the same thing. So the objective of this exercise is not to punish, it's not to humiliate, anyone in particular, but the objective of this exercise is to ensure that we are all doing our jobs and our obligation. Ang problem natin kapag marami tayong excuses compared sa nagawa nating contribution. That's where the problem comes in. We don't want that to happen. A lot of people wants this business to work. A lot of people wants to be here. So if you don't want to be here, if wala kayong time or busy kayo and everything, okay, you get the discount, all right. Pero we won't give you a territory. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. You do your own thing. You sell your own thing in the manner you want it to be. Pero if you're dedicated and willing, gusto nyo sumama sa amin, fine. Pero we have a requirement. Show us that you're committed. Yung commitment kasi, it's not just in words na gusto ko. It's evident through the actions we take. If we say we're committed, pero we're not doing our part, that's a different story. So we need to make sure we're committed and we take action. So, ganyan po. And you know what? This is not a hindrance. Kahit sabihin nyo pa na Holy Week ngayon, holiday, etc., etc. Money doesn't sleep. Money doesn't sleep and opportunity doesn't sleep. Whether my World War III, whether there's calamity, etc., etc., you can still find opportunity around you. Diba? Bakit kung ba na Holy Week at walang offices, why you would stop thinking about success? Ganun ba? Hindi naman, diba? That's just plain excuses that some people are doing. So if you are into this opportunity, no one will help us to set up the franchise except ourselves. So if you don't want to set up the franchise, you're too busy, you're too concerned about other things, okay lang sa amin yan. You get the card, you get the IDs, we will convert your franchise as an independent business owner. We will not give you an area you need to manage. But we will give more benefit dun sa mga tao na magmamanage ng mga areas. We will give them passive income. We will train them kasi sila yung magiging lifeblood namin. So that's fine with us. We understand that. Pero please, be responsible naman. Be fair to us. If you think you're not capable of handling the franchise, return it to us so that we can open it to other people who wants to work it out. So yun lang po. So I hope that clears a lot of questions. In case you have any other concerns, I guess it's best if you can check the link and contact our link in Facebook for the directory of corporate, and I advise you contact your area managers directly para at least malaman nyo yung mga sagot and update coming from them straight ahead. Sa lahat naman ng mga tagapakinig natin who understands our point, thank you so much for looking at the brighter side of everything. Pampered managers doesn't make a good business work. We need to constantly immerse our managers in pressure, in difficult situations, because that's where they will be built as leaders for the future. Imagine niyo lang yung mga military personnel na hindi dumaan sa rigid training. Halimbawa, nag-apply ka ng military ngayon. Tapos, in 2 hours, you're hired. Pinadala ka sa Sulu. Patay kang bata kapag dating mo doon. Diba? You were not immersed in a situation that will teach you how to handle pressure. Wala kang skill. Wala kang support coming from other people. Mahihirapan ka. So, hope you have considered and you have looked at the objective of our exercise in a more positive manner. 3 tao lang yan. And if the people that nandito ngayon could not reply in simple queries and could not follow simple instructions, how do we expect them to do differently once we have our full operations going on? Tayo mahihirapan yan if we will not remove the people that should not be here in the first place. But we're not closing our doors. We're not judging anyone na hindi kayo para dito, etc., etc. What we want people to do is to prove that you're worthy to be given a territory na dapat i-manage. I join you in that challenge. I join you in the challenge. If I won't reach six people by Tuesday, I'll step out. Yun yung commitment ko sa inyo. So, if in case you have other questions, just go ahead and ping us. It's best first to contact your area managers. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and have a pleasant evening.